Hey, Art of the Heart. So today, as you can see, we're starting out with a little bit of a different setup. So I'm going to do a couple of quick things. It's not going to be too long. Just going to talk about shapes, the importance of shapes to building really anything, and also basics of colors and the building blocks of colors. So let's just get right into it. As usual, really want to just make this based around things you could use at home, anything you have. So if you have a piece of paper and a pencil, you're all set. If you have markers or a Sharpie or anything like that too, then even better. But two basic things I want to talk about for today are shapes and colors. So first off, for shapes, I think that shapes really are the building blocks of everything you could possibly draw or sketch out. Even for this little character here. So look around there, and there's the circle that makes up that triangle for the chin, sort of a square for the neck, and you could just keep breaking it down more and more to just basic shapes. So that's why I think it's so important to just practice those shapes, and you can use those to build your characters, build your world, build pretty much anything. So let's just go over the shapes and how they can form together. So first off, we have, of course, circle. And for these, usually like with sketching, just light strokes like that. So we have the circle, and then when we do want to harden it out, we can just do that. And then erase any other sketch lines that we have. So we have the circle there. Basic square, triangle, and then most other shapes from here would really just be slightly altering these. So even like for here, you have the square here, or sort of a rectangle there, and then pinching the end a little bit too. Even here, you have a big rectangle, right? And so that's why I think even just practicing these shapes on your own and just keeping that up and then imagining mixing them together to create your subjects. So for instance, let's use the circle down here. So if we start out with a basic light circle, add a couple lines here. This is the building block for a face, right? So let's say someone we're drawing has a softer chin. Just going to round the edge a little bit, right? Just like that. So that's where you have a little bit of a triangle there, right? So you start out with the circle, you have the triangle. These lines really help to distinguish where they're facing, right? So this is a frontal view. So their face is facing right towards you. Eye is about at this level. Maybe this is where the bottom of the eye is going to be. Maybe this is going to be where the nose is, where the mouth is. And maybe the eyebrows are up here. And their hairline maybe somewhere up here. And then from here, you really just think more about specifics of, what shape their face is going to be. So maybe a soft, harder line on the side here. Harder jawline, that. Coming all the way down, and then like a softer chin there. And then you could see the makeups of a face. And then even eyes, go in some more circles, things like that. Not going to finish that just because that's just to show right there you have the basics of using circles, sort of triangles too, and basic lines to make something, right? Even from here, from some characters, you could start out with a square. Then go into a triangle. See? So that's why shapes just can be so important to be the building blocks to whatever you might want to draw. So that's why I'd always just suggest going back to the roots, going back to those shapes, playing around with shapes, distorting them into what you think could be a cool shape, and then combining them even into what may be cool shapes, eventually into your own drawings. So that's the basics of shapes, very quick. And then colors, I just wanted to talk about this quickly too. So I have some markers here, very basic colors. For now, we're going to take these three. And take these three, talk about these three. So at least in the drawing painting world, you have three primary colors. And so these make up red, blue, and yellow. So these are your three primary colors, and we use these as the building blocks to create other colors. So blue and yellow make green, blue and red make purple, and then red and yellow make orange. And so these are just the basics of colors. I just wanted to touch on that today, and we can focus more on that in another one. But colors and shapes I see as the two building blocks to just working more on your art, working more on your characters, who you want to create, what you want to create, and then how you want to fill it in, how you want to color it. Great. Well, thanks, everyone. That's it for today. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or just want to share your art. I'd love to see it. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.